Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I started way too early. I didn't even make a little thumbnail, so I don't know how that's gonna look. But I wanted to make this video to talk about social media content and content creation, mainly, especially for anybody that is interested in doing social media as a job or as a side hustle. Because for me right now, social media always in 2020, when I decided to kind of like go hard with it, it was always just a side hustle. I never really thought like I could even be monetized. I thought it would take me years to be monetized. And YouTube really took me, I guess, like less than 10 months originally to get enough hours, like 4,000 hours, and then views, and also over 1,000 subscribers to be monetized and to be making money. So even though even in 2020, I felt like everyone around me was like saying, oh, it's too saturated. And really, I think like people say that about everything. When I started eBay less than even 3 years ago, people were like, it's such a saturated market. Like, you're not going to make any money off of that. There's just a lot of negativity overall, I feel like, with trying new things, generally with everybody. So definitely don't feel bad. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, please make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Obviously, here right now today, we are almost at 48,000. So thank you to everybody that did hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. And if you watch my videos, please hit that like button. It's free to do that too. And it really just helps out the channel. So if you want to support me, I really appreciate that. And if you want to go the extra mile, and if you want to get Whatnot, you can use my link pinned to the top of the stream and also down in the description box below. Whatnot is a live streaming platform that I host on, and you can get a credit. You can get a credit when you open up a new account. But anyways, we're going to talk about social media and tips on monetization. I'm going to teach you guys a few things about what I've learned in case you or anyone you know is deeply interested in making content or doing it as a career or doing it as a side hustle, because I honestly think it's wonderful. I really question why more people don't do it. I mean, I guess I kind of know why, because a lot of people find it very cringy to post videos online. So I fully get it, because that's how I explain my videos to strangers and a lot of folks who don't post anything online. I just tell them like, yeah, if you're gonna watch my videos, or if you want to see any of my videos on YouTube, thank you if you want to like subscribe to me and stuff, but you probably are going to see a lot of content that you find cringy or are cringy. Honestly, I look back at a lot of my older videos and I do cringe at the side, because I'm like, a lot of videos are just either really poor quality, or maybe I was doing a lip sync and it was absolutely terrible. Or I was doing a dance and now I feel like I have improved in dancing. So those are worse. But even now, that after I feel like I've improved my dancing skills, I still think I'm not a good dancer. So of course, when I look back at my older videos, I'm just like, I do find it cringy. Thank you, Josh. I'm trying. But yeah, this video is for anybody who wants to make content. I would say the first tip I have is to never let the negative words that's outside your friend circle, because we all hear this stuff like on social media, like people making fun of each other, or the comments from people who aren't content creators like making fun of the content creators. So don't let that outside negativity get to you, and don't let anyone even around you or close to you get like that negativity get to you. And sometimes the negativity is like very shaded, so there'll be people who will just like give you a face when you tell them like you do social media or like you make content. I still get that a lot too. Like there'll be people who I'm like, they'll be like, oh, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I do a lot of things. I really do. I'd be like, oh, okay, well, like I host on like live sales, and I also do e-commerce, and I also do social media. And they're like, what? So sometimes people give you shade through just like their facial expressions. Maybe they can't control it. I don't know. But don't let any of that stuff get to you. And I feel like this applies like overall. Like I kind of have this mentality about everything that I do. So I feel like almost doing the thing that a lot of people are scared of. It makes me feel more confident in all the other aspects of my life. So, for example, the fact that it's so cringy to make YouTube videos and TikTok videos and possibly embarrass yourself and have that on the internet forever. Maybe you make a video and it didn't go viral. Maybe you made a video and there's 2 views. Um, and some people would consider that really embarrassing or cringy and delete it and like hide under a hole or whatever. I don't feel that way. I feel like that's my attempt to quote unquote make it, or not make it as in like become super famous and have like millions of subscribers, because I don't even see that in my future. I actually never thought of that as my future. I just always thought of it as like, oh, I want to be a little like content creator. I don't even like to say like I'm an influencer or anything. But I always in 2020, actually, even when I was like 16, like 100 years ago, I always just wanted to be like famous, but in the sense of like a YouTube, like a YouTuber. That's it. I just wanted to be like a YouTuber with enough following for me to keep making my videos and making a little bit of money. So that was all. That was like all that was in my mind. And then in 2020, I was just very realistic with it when I try to get monetized. And I'm like, okay, you're most likely not gonna be like Mr. Beast or anything like that ever, or even get to 1 million subscribers. But how about let's just set a still dream-like goal of 100,000 subscribers. So I told myself that in the year 2020. And it honestly wasn't really hard to start making money on YouTube. But I got really, really lucky, because at the time I was making videos. It was another channel, not this one. I was making videos and I was talking about something, I guess, that was rare. Like I basically hit a lottery in a sense. So if you did watch my older videos in 2020, 2021, then you know that I started to do live streams basically in 2021 because I was trading stocks and crypto blew up. And I happened to be very lucky and I bought Dogecoin and believed in it when it was like literally under 1 penny. It was under 1 cent USD. And then it just blew up like more than 75x. And I instantly became like on paper millionaire. So I went from investing $50,000 to it being 2.6 million. Well, I invested $50,000 into Dogecoin, but then I had a lot of other investments, smaller investments like stocks, options, other crypto, and everything together at one point, basically my Robinhood portfolio showed 2.6 million. And it's because of this, I guess, lotto win level of content that I posted that got me a lot of views. So when I did live streams, there would be like, I forgot how many people I had at one point, but I think 10,000 wasn't even a lot. But like a live streams would hit and there would be, and I was so dumb at the time because I was new to all of it. So I actually didn't even put ads. Like, you know how right now this video, I could basically tick off a switch and it says I am monetized on it. But then back then I was monetized, but I wasn't actually ticking that off. So I was literally making live streams, getting like tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of views. And like, I didn't make any money off of it, off the ads, because I didn't understand to do that. So anyways, that's a whole other topic. When you are monetized, it doesn't mean every single platform, YouTube, TikTok, are going to automatically give you the money. Okay. So if you are monetized, if you're lucky enough to be monetized, make sure you are like teaching yourself or learning and looking at the settings and tweaking things to make sure that you are actually getting paid, because sometimes you're doing the exact same thing as someone else, but you forgot to tick off something and then you're not getting the money. But regardless, even though I was really dumb and I didn't even tick off the fact that I wanted to be monetized for any of my live stream videos in 2021 for YouTube, I still made like easily $6,000 a month just off of making videos that were like 8 to 9 minutes long, because YouTube videos, if you didn't know, I think has to be like over 8 minutes and 30 seconds or 8 minutes long at least for it to be multiple ads. And then live streams, obviously same thing, has to be over like 8 minutes for you to like monetize off of it. My YouTube shorts are still monetized. I'm still getting paid, but it's like a different type of payment. I think it's like the YouTube shorts program. I forgot what it's called. So it's like a different payment section. But if you want to get more money, and if you make a lot of quality long videos or you're a live streamer, those all get paid with different RPM, which honestly, I don't even study it, but I just know that like if I look at my analytics on YouTube in my settings, it'll tell me that I have different earning capabilities based off of the views on short videos versus live streams versus just a regular long video. They all get paid differently, which is pretty interesting. Like for example, these videos, these live streams, last I checked, and I honestly didn't even look in 2021, but in 2025 right now, I checked and it's like I get $24 per 1,000. My RPM is $24, I believe. So what that means is when I like get 1,000 views, then I get like $24 on a live stream video, which is different from if I uploaded and edited a 8-minute long video and then uploaded that, which is not a live stream. That is a whole different RPM. And then a short video, which could be 10 seconds long, I think it's at only like 22 cents, I believe, which is like, I need a lot of views to make a lot of money. So I think my most recent one, the short video, my most successful one as of late, has like 12 million views on there. And it's a short video, which took me less than like probably 30 seconds to make. That garnered me a little over $1,000. So that's just kind of the gist of it. Of like the difference in earnings. But anyways, talking about tips and stuff like that, don't let other noises outside get to you in life, period. I feel like that's the way to live. Just do you. Don't get affected when you want to try something new in your life by anyone, not your family, not your friends, not whoever you're dating, whoever you're married to, like none of it. The only person that matters when it comes to your own success and your own finances is you. You control your finances, you make your own money, you make your own life decisions. And I feel like nobody has a say in it. And if anyone even slightly gives you any shade or judgment, sometimes they may not mean it. Like I get it. Like I'm a pretty judgy person. Like try not to judge, but like we all judge. Like we judge a movie, we judge a book by its cover. Like I try my best not to be like that judgmental person, but sometimes I catch myself in moments where I'm like, I'll judge someone like in my mind and I'll be like, wait, calm down. Like, how would you feel if you were in their shoes? So it's okay if sometimes maybe someone accidentally maybe rubs you the wrong way on what you're doing. Maybe they mean it, or maybe they don't. Maybe they'll change their mind in the future, but who cares, right? Like at the end of the day, you just have to do you. And as long as you're comfortable with what you're doing, I don't think it matters. Nothing else really matters. Josh says 6.5 to 7. I was like, that's a really honest review on my videos. For me and Jackie Jen Erica, top 3 Asian American streamers on YouTube. Okay, cool. I don't know those streamers. I don't watch enough streamers. Thank you. Yes, 47.7. I have 47.7, I think, thousand subscribers on TikTok, which just happened. If you guys aren't following me on TikTok, please do so. And my other platforms, I have TikTok, Instagram, X, Redno, literally everything you can think of. So link down below. But yeah, I got to 47 point. Let me see. I think it's still growing, like on TikTok, but I'll show you guys my TikTok right now. YouTube, I think I'm at 47,300. I don't know. I forgot. 47,000. Oh, wait. No, actually. TikTok, please follow me on TikTok too. TikTok, I'm at 49,300. It's crazy. It's crazy. TikTok's growth is actually insanity. So I don't recommend it, but I did do what's called follow trains last year. So last year on TikTok, that same account I just showed you, I had 2,000 followers. And for some reason, I just was not growing on TikTok. Well, technically last year, I only had 7,000 subscribers on this channel right here, right? So I had 7,000 last summer. Now I have 47,000 on YouTube here. And then I had 2,000 in like February of 2024 for TikTok. And then now I have 49,000 on TikTok. So okay, I'm just going to kind of like walk you guys through and you could try to maybe mimic what I did, or you don't have to. But these are just tips that I want to give out to people who are serious about this. You're going to have to go hard. you're gonna have to go ham. And I know there's a lot of videos out there because I watch a lot of videos on how to grow your YouTube channel and your TikTok or whatever, long videos, short videos. And there's just opinions everywhere. So take mine with a grain of salt as well. It's just my opinion based off of my experience on monetizing. And then growing on social media. But what works for me maybe doesn't work for you in your specific niche, right? Like that might be the difference. So it's not like I've tried every single niche in the same way. So I'm not sure if it'll work for you in the same way. But anyways, last year in the summer, I kind of felt stuck in my content creation because ever since 2020, when I made content, I've kind of just did the same thing that I knew was quote unquote not advised. Because if you watch anybody's big YouTubers or like Mr. Beast or smaller content creators, they're all going to say the same thing. They're going to be like, find your niche and stick to that niche, right? They're like, don't make a video where it's about beauty and then about Labubus and then about Pokemon and then about finance and then about food. They're like, don't do that because the algorithm, the almighty algorithm, is not going to like that. And you're not going to be rewarded by making just messy content everywhere. So I always knew this since 2020, but I was just like, whatever. I'm like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And if it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I kind of, like I said, just kind of won the lottery literally in 2021 with the whole Doge blow up, Dogecoin situation. And I mean, that's kind of how social media and the world works, where like, bam, if you go from like investing $50,000 to getting $1 million portfolio, people are going to be watching you. So that's what happened. So even though I feel like, and I think that's why I started to post whatever the heck I wanted, because I was like, oh, I already got monetized so quickly on YouTube. Like I could just keep doing what I'm doing, which was always posting whatever the heck I wanted. And I feel like over time, it really backlashed because first off, if you didn't already know this, I didn't sell at the all-time high for Dogecoin. So it's not like I locked in on millions of dollars. I'm not a millionaire at this point in time. I'm still trying though. I'm still trying to make money through trading, stocks, crypto, swing trading, sometimes day trading, barely day trading, mostly long-term investments. But I'm still trying. Either way, after that whole like explosion of momentum, Dogecoin popularity, because it went to 75 cents from under 1 penny in 2021, kind of fell down because the price of Dogecoin fell down to literally like 9 cents at one point, maybe even 7 cents, I think. My views went down too. My views went down, the money went down, like everything just went down. And yet I kept doing the same thing that I kind of knew wasn't the right thing to do. Like I just kept posting a couple food videos, random vacation vlog videos, and then some games, and then something about makeup, and then something about health. Like, yeah, like even, and then like, that's because why is this thing called Living with Luci? Like, why did I choose? I honestly don't know. It's such a dumb idea. But I chose to be living with Luci from like the first day of me making public content is because I just want to make videos about everything. And I still do. But what kind of woke me up last year when I had 7,000 subscribers on YouTube was like, okay, what is my ultimate goal? My ultimate goal is still to make whatever content I want, hopefully make a better living out of it, like make more money so that I could possibly go out and travel whenever I wanted, have an easier life, like through doing something that I love. So I'm like, if that's my goal, and then I need more followers. Like I just need to have more subscribers realistically. So I decided, even though I want the freedom to make whatever content I want and just share with the world what I think is important and what I want to share and like kind of spread happiness and all this stuff, I do need to do whatever it takes to get as many subscribers as possible, because that's how I'm going to spread the word. And that's how I'm going to also make a better living for myself. Right. So then I decided, okay, if that's the goal, then I might have to take a step back on my niche, because I never really gave it all into one niche. I always just did whatever. So literally last year, and this idea came to me which niche to pick, just honestly by random luck, because I made a video I still remember what it was. I think you can find it here somewhere if you type in like watermelon game or something like that. I just literally like, I think I was about to go to bed. I was about to go to bed. I was about to take off my makeup. I like ripped off my eyelashes. I have fake lashes on. I like ripped off my eyelashes and I'm like, let's just make another short video. And I make my game videos on TikTok. So I just made like a little game video. I was just literally playing a game where you draw a line around a like a watermelon that shows up on your screen and you're trying to get the perfect line. So then it goes around the watermelon and you get the perfect score and you win, and it's like pretty hard. So I literally did that for about 22 seconds of my life. And then posted it on TikTok, of course, on Instagram as I usually do, and then on YouTube. That's just what I do, right? Like I'll make a video. Usually I like to use TikTok. So I'll make a video and then I post the same video everywhere. And last year I only had TikTok and then I posted on Instagram, then I posted on YouTube. But this year I even added Red No because of that whole like, oh, will TikTok be banned or not situation. So now I post on 4 platforms. Yeah. Anyways, so that video just like blew up last year. Maybe like about a week after I posted it, not even right away. Like right away, I think maybe I had like less than 1,000 views. And then like a week later, it just like grew to like, I don't know, 100,000 views. And then through the months, it just kept growing and kept growing until like within 6 months, it got to 5 million views. And that is the most amount of views I've ever gotten in my life on any platform last year at the time. Through a short video, long video, anything. But obviously that was a short video. So then I was like, okay, let's just do the game niche. Because I'm like, I want to grow. And it seems that the YouTube algorithm is pushing my game videos all of a sudden. So let's just do everything games. And then I was like, you know what? They're even pushing anything with like literally a filter on it. Like it doesn't have to be a game. It could literally be, I call it under my playlist here. You can find it random playlist, but really the random means you'll find a bunch of videos where it's like filters where I'm like, some of the filters on TikTok is like, okay, who are you? Like Wednesday or Enid from Wednesday Addams. And that's not really a game. It's more of like your preference, but it's just like, it's on a filter, right? Like there's like things popping off on the screen. So then I started to do mostly just either filters or games as short videos. And I started to do that like around 10 videos. Then I started to do this year. Like I started that last summer. And then this year I went more ham and I started to do like 10 to 15 videos. I think like around January or February. And it really just took off. Like it worked because I went from 7,000 subscribers on this channel doing exactly that, sticking to one niche, which is the game niche that I selected. But it's not really my selection. It's what I realized YouTube was pushing for, right? And it's still a fact to this day because I can make like a dance video and it'll get like 200 views or like 100 views on this channel with 47,000 subscribers. But then if I make like a game video, 100,000 views, like in 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, but like really quick. I still have videos where it only has like 3,000 views, but if it's a game or a filter, it's like up there in the views. So it's not really like up to me. It's just the algorithm is just pushing that. So I feel like that's a tip I have for people. Even if you didn't like, let's say, get a 5 million view video and you're like, oh, YouTube is pushing me for that direction, let's just go that direction. I still think it's more smart if your goal is to also be monetized and grow, then do whatever it takes to keep it clean and make all of your content go under one niche. Because I have seen that perform very well in my last year, literally in 1 year. Growing like crazy on both YouTube and TikTok. Now my TikTok is bigger than my YouTube officially as of today or yesterday. So yeah, it works. And TikTok, because I make the videos on TikTok, it's the same thing. So once I started to be less messy with it on TikTok, I also started to see like the viewers just blow up. Actually, my most viewed video right now is the same. Not the same video, it's 2 different game videos, but TikTok also, like one video I got like near 12 million views, and then same here, one of my short videos 12 million views, but they're different videos. And there has to be something to it where like, yes, you have to work really, I think you definitely have to work really hard and don't give up, like, because even though I'm saying like, oh yeah, YouTube just blew up for me and yeah, TikTok just blew up for me, it's a gradual process. Even though it goes really crazy some months, there were basically from July of last year, that's when like my first video started to blow up, like the first short video ever. It just blew up like crazy. And I was like, and then for 3 months after that, I could see like my monetization and all the views just growing like crazy. 3 months after, though, it started to like fall down, even though I was doing the same thing. And then it picked back up later, and then it'll come down again. And now it's picking up like crazy again. So I feel like, yes, overall, in 1 year, you can, like me, 7x your subscribers. It's possible, right? And I'm sure there's other girls who've seen way better growth than that, because I've watched other YouTubers talk about the fact that they had like 20,000 subs and then grew to like 1 in 1 year. Also, like, a lot of these people are way more hardworking than me and like way better looking. Okay. So I think that also those things play a part. Okay. Unfortunately, in life, being absolutely madly gorgeous, which some of these people are on TikTok and YouTube, is a huge flex, and it really does pay off. Like you see these memes where girls are making fun of other girls, like, oh, if you're just pretty, you just breathe in front of a screen and you just make a lot of money. And it is kind of true. Like because I'm always on it, like to find content and then like sounds to like do, or like videos to make. So I don't actually consume that much social media. I'm consuming it to make it, right? But then I still see a lot. So I could see the patterns, and I'm like, oh wow, like this girl had to do all of that and edit her video like crazy and get this many views. Whereas this girl's literally just, she's barely lip syncing. She's just smiling in front of a camera. 2 million views. Like, it's sad, but that is society. Like, that is, we are all part of this society. I guess the world just likes pretty things. Like, even I, like, if I see like a beautiful person on social media, I'll be like, whoa. It's like when you see that in real life. So it's like, yeah, I could be mad about it, but then at the same time, it's like, whatever. You know, you're part of this little society. And all the algorithm is the algorithm, but then it's also just humans kind of shifting their eyes towards what they want, right? But at the same time, I don't want to say like, don't be discouraged, because I also, when I started, like, I discouraged myself, because 2020, when I made my first video, it was just a regular video about losing weight or something like that, or like fitness. That's like the first video I posted publicly to share under like Living with Luci or whatever. When I did that in 2020, it took me a long time to actually post it, because I remember comparing myself to this ex coworker. We weren't even like that good of friends. If she was just like an ex coworker of mine, and she's gorgeous, like literally looks like a Barbie doll. Okay, and I knew that she had a YouTube channel. It's completely different stuff than what mine talks about. I think hers is like just all fitness or something like that. And I was comparing myself to her, and I was like, wow, she's like so 11 out of 10, and she has like, I think at the time like 2,500 subscribers, and I had like less than 1,000. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna post a video and it's gonna do so badly, and I'm never gonna like reach anything if she looks like that and doesn't even have like 1 million subscribers. So a lot of times it's like just you yourself, like you versus you, comparing yourself to like other people. And as much as I'm trying not to do that, I still do that sometimes. And that's so dumb now that I look back at it, because it's like, just because you are not conventionally like Ariana Grande beauty level, it doesn't mean you can't make content and do well. So like now I've seen there are people who are conventionally way better looking than me, or worse. And there's people who are, that can still make a lot of views and have a lot of subscribers. It doesn't matter what you look like. And sometimes that you are clear, you could see content creators like clearly just because they're really good looking, and then other times it's just pure raw talent. Other times they're really funny, and other times it's just really, really good, like intelligent content that people want to learn about. Like, there's so many ways that you can be entertainment. Like, you can make entertaining content. So yeah, that's also just a tip. I just feel like you shouldn't discount yourself, even if in real life, like we all have our insecurities. Don't discount yourself. I really think anyone can do it. But you just have to like, but the key thing here is you really have to enjoy it. Like, as much as I'm saying, like, I am forcing myself to do all these gaming content to grow, to get to the ultimate, like where I want, which is like financial freedom, having a lot of subscribers, so I could keep doing this and do whatever videos I want to do while having this audience. Even though that is my ultimate goal, making the content that I make now, I'm still very happy making it. Like every day when I make content, I'm just happy. Like even doing this right now, where it's not like I'm going to be making much from it, I'm still happy doing it because it's just what I enjoy doing. Like I enjoy sharing. I enjoy maybe putting a smile on someone's face, like even one person out of like 1,000 people. That personally gives me more like passion about what I'm doing than like, for example, when I worked in sales for like jewelry, which I like jewelry, but then you just don't feel as good. Like when you're just selling items to sell items, like I don't feel like passionate about it as much. Hey, I Monster R, long time. Okay. I Monster Art says, hi Lucy, you should stream on here with the vertical format. I forgot. Oh, yeah, I could just use my cell phone. You're right. I could just use my cell phone to stream on here. It's weird. One time I streamed on my cell phone while on vacation and I realized like the views were really, really good. I don't know if it's like YouTube detects that you're doing it through the vertical format or something like that. But usually I like it like this because I actually don't like the quality. Like my iPhone is still very old. Like my iPhone is the 14. Look at Doge. Go Doge. This is a 14 Plus Pro, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 14 Plus Pro. And even though mine is old, the camera quality is like way too clear. When I'm doing live streams on that, I'm like, oh my God. Like every little pore or like pimple, it's like there. So I actually like the quality of my MacBook right now and the distance from you guys. No special cameras, just the webcam. Like I actually feel more comfortable on that. Do you stream on Twitch? Hi there, Gentility. I do have a Twitch account, but you know what? It's because I'm using a laptop and this place I could just do Wi-Fi. But later on, when I hopefully, wish me luck, buy my own place before the end of this year, I hope, I'm gonna try to buy a computer, have Ethernet connected. Sorry, I'm not really smart at this stuff. Ethernet connected, so then I never break on Wi-Fi and it's clear quality, better quality for you guys. And at the same time, I could probably pay for a software to do Twitch together. Because I do have a Twitch account, but then I realized like it was just really, really even worse quality than right now what you guys are seeing on YouTube if I run two things at the same time on my really bad Wi-Fi. So I decided to stop doing that. But I do have it. I think it's linked down below somewhere. Hi there, Vladimir. Hi, Russ. Oh, thank you so much, Russ. Russ, you make my day when you tell me that like you don't need coffee when you watch my videos. That is energy. That gives me energy. So thank you. Jeff, how you doing? Long time no see. I have a question for you. Do YouTuber I show speed? Do you know? You mean Speed? You mean the guy who makes like the wildest Twitch streams and stuff and also went to China recently? Yeah, I know who he is. You know what's funny? I never actually watched any of his Twitch streams, but he's so famous. I know him through TikTok. And then my man was actually watching his videos because he Speed, right? I think his name short is Speed, right? I don't know his real name. I don't know if that is his real name legally. But I know Speed was in China in like multiple cities. Like he definitely went to Shanghai, like Beijing and all that stuff. And I was really jealous. I'm like, oh my God, he's having so much fun. He just like walked around like had this huge, crazy crowd. Like everybody was following him all over all these cities in China. Just looked like a lot of fun. So yeah, I know who he is. What else? What other tips do I have for social media? Oh, right. So that's how I kind of grew YouTube. I followed the niche, and then same thing with TikTok. But I will admit that on TikTok, it was really rough because I wasn't following a specific niche a year ago in February. So I had 2,000 followers on TikTok. So I did the follow train. So what I realized is I scroll past this video where it was this girl. It was just a sound that I think she was just lip syncing to a sound or making a video to a sound that is viral. And the sound was basically like, what you're going to do is you're going to like this video and then you're going to follow and then you're going to comment. And then whoever likes your comment, you're following them back. It's like a follow train. Like you follow me, I follow you type of situation. So I did that actually. I did that. I liked a bunch of comments in hopes that they would follow me back. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. And a lot of people follow me back. And then I follow them back. And then that grew my channel easily within less than 6 months, I believe, to definitely over 10,000 from 2,000. So technically my TikTok, I made it grow through following other people and then them following me back. And then later on through, because like what's great about TikTok is when someone is not like they stop following you. So I just stopped following them too once they stop following me. Because if they're following you, I think you are friends. If I'm following someone and they're following me on TikTok, we're labeled as friends. But if I follow them and then they follow me, but then they stop following me, it'll show as just me following them. So I'll just unfollow them. I think there's still a few people I need to like unfollow, but I don't really have time to do that. So yeah. And now I can't follow like every single person because I don't think it lets you do that. So yeah, I try to follow. Like if I know someone specifically, like for example, on my Whatnot streams, some folks that I see like basically every day on Whatnot when I host my shows, when I'm working. And if they follow me and they're like, oh, I'm from Whatnot, like, yeah, I'm going to follow them back. But I'm not just going to follow anyone that follows me because then I kind of want like a clear FYP. But anyways, what did I say? So yeah, that really helped. But I will say that the problem with that is a lot of the people that you follow on these follow trains, like just like what I said, they're gonna not care about you. They don't actually care about your content. They might just follow you because they want you to follow them back, and then they'll stop following you. Or like a lot of these people who are following you, they're not gonna actually watch your content, so it doesn't really help. Overall, even though I think you get monetized though on TikTok because you have over 10,000. You have the ability, sorry. So yeah, why I wanted more than 10,000 followers on TikTok is because on TikTok, you definitely need more than 10,000 followers to make a 1 minute long video to be monetized. So actually, even though I have 49,000 followers on TikTok right now, I don't make money off of TikTok. Like I think in my balance, I have like little under $100, which I was never even paid out for because I always make short videos. So my understanding is you don't make a single dime on TikTok if you make a short video, unless it's a short video where you tagged an item like a product, like makeup or whatever you were talking about, and you sold it. So you make a commission. So, which I did make a little from that, but still under $100 overall, because it's not like most of my content I'm gearing it towards that. Right now, my content is all geared towards games, like that one niche everywhere, right? But sometimes I'll make like a random video here and there, but mainly I'm focusing on games. So yeah, it's really hard to make money on TikTok unless you're making an over minute long video, which you are not able to make unless you're monetized, which means you need over 10,000 followers. So either way, I have no regrets on having done that because I have had a video that like made pretty good money through a lot of views because it was over a minute. But I generally do not like to make videos over a minute just to make money on TikTok. I'd rather just grow. Like I'd rather just do what I'm doing right now and grow like crazy on TikTok and YouTube. I see that there's a lot of people with like, I follow some people on TikTok with like 300,000, 400,000 followers, and they are pretty much making the same content as me. And a lot of them are just, they're like, they make game content, but then they're making so many sponsor videos in between where I don't know, maybe they're getting paid per video from the people who are asking them to review the product, or they're just getting the product for free. Because so far, I've been getting a lot of products for free. I've done in the past where it's like sponsored, and I'll say it's like sponsored, or if it was PR, it's PR or whatever. But I've never like received like $5,000 to make like a product video. So I don't know if those people are, because I don't have friends who are doing like exactly like what I'm doing. So I don't know how all that stuff works. But I do know that you can have sponsorships, of course, because in 2021, even with like 36,000 subscribers at one point, I was asked to make a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure it was from Weeble, but I was asked to make a YouTube video, long video, like 8 minutes, and then just insert it 3 times, like 3 videos, insert like a little snippet of talking about the app, like the trading app. And I remember even at 36,000 subscribers, which is not even a lot, I think the pay was like $2,000 for just 3 videos of inserts of like basically ads. So I don't know how much someone would be paid if they have like 100,000 subscribers, because it also depends on what the item is, right? Like pet products maybe pay obviously different from a stock trading app, which obviously has more money. So, and beauty would pay differently from like home goods. So I don't really know the payment structure for those, but I can tell you guys that as a long form content creator back in 2021 with about 36,000 subscribers, but I hit the lottery in terms of just talking about something that's so popular. It's literally in the news every day at the time in 2021 about Dogecoin and making millionaires. So in that moment, my best was around $6,000 a month easily through monetization. And then when it was bad, like this channel, when I had only 7,000 subscribers last year, my videos, short and long together, made like $200 in a month on some months. So really, at 7,000 subscribers and no viral videos and not doing that well, you'd be lucky to even be making like around 200 a month. So that was last year for me. And then now I'm finally at like basically $3,000 steady, and it's growing. But then again, per month, because I have videos that have millions of views, and then I have videos with like 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 views. So right now, just based off of my shorts performance, some of these longer videos, but I don't make that much long videos because I don't have that much time. So it's mostly short videos. That is basically like the money that you're looking at. If you want to be like me and make like short videos and I make about 10 to 13 or 15, but minimum I try to aim for 10 per day on YouTube and reposted on TikTok, on Rednote, on Instagram altogether. So basically I have to upload 4 times every time I make one video. But yeah, I think that's still really worth it. In terms of like, this is what I want to do, it's absolutely worth it, regardless of the pay. But if you're after it for the monetization, I say it's freaking worth it, because this is the amount of time I spend on my game videos. Okay. Like literally, some are 7 seconds, some are 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute per video. Usually they're 30 seconds or less. So let's just say I make 10 a day, right? So what is that? Is that like 3? I don't even know. Math is so bad. 300 minutes. Wait, 30 seconds. 30 seconds times 10. Is that like 300 seconds? Wait, no. 300 seconds divided by 6. That's only 5 minutes. Oh my God, I was so dumb. 5 minutes of my life, I can make about 10 videos. Yeah, 5 minutes of my life, I can make about 10 videos. And then, so what I usually like to do is, let's say if I'm feeling really energetic one day after work, usually I'm like so tired after work, but if I have the energy, I'll try to make literally 20 to 30 videos, which actually it's not that quick because I have to like still write the hashtags and prepare it and like take a second before I find the next video. So it's not exactly like 5 minutes for 10 videos. Okay. It's longer than that. But generally, I will try to spend about a little under an hour or about an hour a day, if I can, to pre-draft, have in my drafts in TikTok like 20 videos. Yeah. I'll try to post a lot. I mean, keep it in my drafts a lot. So then let's say the next day I'm really tired and I can't make a video on the day. I'm just going to use what I pre-made. So that's also something you can consider, especially if you are like me and you're working a job and you want to do social media. I definitely don't, even though I kind of did it backwards. Like some people work their job and then they do social media, and then their social media takes off far enough and they don't want to work anymore, then they quit their job. But me, I didn't have a job. I was unemployed when I started to do YouTube in the pandemic publicly, like, and just letting everyone know about it. So yeah, mine's kind of backwards, which I don't advise. I don't advise anyone to just like have no job or quit their job and make no money and then try to make all this video and then try to make it. I think that's way too much pressure. So, but for me, it was different. It was a pandemic and like couldn't even go out, no job and all that. But if I was telling someone who's interested, I would tell them like, okay, first you have to like get your life together. You better be like financially comfortable first and like making money in another route, and then trying to do social media with it. And then if you're lucky enough, you could just maybe quit your job. Um, right now, like I said, even around $3,000, I'm not ever gonna quit my job. Like I'm not gonna. Well, technically, I could quit my whatnot live stream job because I didn't have it anyways last year. I was just doing my own like trades and my e-commerce and social media, which barely made any money, but just e-commerce and trades already technically made me enough that I could sustain myself. That's why I never really cared to go work for someone else. But then now that I am, I just enjoy like going hard while I have this good health and energy. I'm just gonna do it. But later on, I'm gonna feel tired and my life's gonna change, or I'm gonna change. And then I don't think I can work that hard anymore. So as I can right now, I'm gonna give it my all is my mentality. But then when later on I get older and older and I'm tired, I might want to like literally retire. And then maybe at that point in time, I'm just gonna like focus just purely on social media and then doing e-commerce. Or maybe no to the e-commerce. Maybe I'll pass that on or sell that to someone. And then I'll just do social media. Basically, social media is a thing that I want to do like forever. That's like my end game. So I think like if you're going to do this, you should be in it for your passion. Like you better be interested. And it shouldn't just be about monetization because it's not going to last you a very long time. I don't think you can do this forever if you don't actually enjoy doing it. Like it would be horrible. 2 million is enough to retire, in my opinion. Are we talking 2 million cash and then like a house secured, or you mean just 2 million cash and then go buy a house with that money and then still feel okay? I do think like, oh my god, yeah, I'd be so happy if I had like if I won $2 million on a lottery or something, or just had $2 million. I think that would be more than enough for me to not feel as much stress. Because the sad thing is, I'm doing so much. Like I literally can tell you as a matter of fact that I work harder than anyone else I know. Not that I'm more intelligent or whatever than anyone I know, but I'm just like working physically in terms of like the amount of time that I put into anything work related is higher than anyone I know. Elon Musk not included, but I don't personally know him, so of course I'm sure he works harder than me. But I really think that I'm working way too hard. And it's crazy because in this economy, and as someone who like my parents don't give me money, like my parents aren't rich enough to just buy me a house or like hand me a down payment. So as somebody who just like has nothing and I'm trying to make it all by myself, it's really hard. Like I still, even though I'm making really good money right now, I don't feel comfortable. Like I still go to the groceries or I go to like a restaurant and I have to like really think about the prices. And here's how I like visualize things where I'm like, if I could go to the grocery store and buy like, I don't know, kiwi right now in California, like a box of kiwis, like 20 of them, I think is like $29 or $30 USD. So I think the day that I can just buy whatever I want, including just fruits, which is sad. Like you would think fruits should be affordable, but it's not. So I think the day that I think fruits is affordable and I could just fill my fridge with whatever fruits I wanted. That's so sad, honestly, hearing this out loud. But I think the day I can buy whatever fruit I want and fill my fridge with it is the day that I'll feel like I made it, like I financially made it. And I have not, because I still I still have to first save up for a house and then I have to have mortgage because I can't buy a house outright with cash right now. And after I get a house, I probably want to upgrade my car because my car is getting old and eventually the mileage will run out. So I literally need another car. So yeah, those are two like major expenses I have to think about before just buying whatever the heck I want. Yeah. So, and that's why I'm saying, like, if you're interested in making content or like whether you're passionate about it or you're just in it to monetize, hopefully you have both because that's going to be the best for you. But if you even just want to make it in this economy and you just want to like monetize, there's just so many ways, because there's also a bunch of tutorials. Like I don't like to I've never paid for like a YouTuber to teach me how to grow on social media. So I just like watch a lot of free content, like things that bigger YouTubers talk about on podcasts, including Mr. Beast and other creators. And there's so many free tips online that I recommend you go for that. Go for the free information that's available on YouTube to grow. But I do think that making content is really helpful in getting that extra stream of income. Because even right now, even though I am working for someone else, I'm an employee, and I also work for myself. I have my own business, and I trade stocks and crypto, and I'm not losing money doing it. So I'm like doing well on all those things. And social media is extra money. And I still like don't feel comfortable. So of course, I would recommend anyone who basically has a cell phone and is down to make content for extra income to do it. Because, and even if I get it, like not everyone is comfortable to like do this and just like show face all the time and make silly little videos. If you don't want to do that, you don't even need to, because I see tons of people making videos with just like, I don't know, AI, or making videos where it's just your, like, I see them making clips of like either talking about, I don't know, celebrities or news, and that you don't even have to be it. Maybe it's just your voice. So there's like, or there's AI voice. So there's like so many ways you can also do this. And a couple other tips I have is this, I literally took from like a Mr. Beast podcast and a bunch of other people talking about tips for YouTube and TikTok. Your thumbnail totally matters. Your thumbnail, and I know I don't even do it that well with my thumbnails. If you look at my thumbnails, it's honestly kind of messy. I don't even try that hard with my thumbnails. But if you look at my YouTube short videos, like I'm picking those thumbs. Sometimes I mess up. If you don't pick it, you don't get to go back and change it. Okay. So that's a silly thing with YouTube. If I make a short video and I accidentally forget to choose my thumbnail, they'll choose it for you. And sometimes it's like, you're going like, or like double chins or whatever. So usually I will pick it. And your thumbnail does matter. If your thumbnail, and that's for all videos, short or long, it has to be brighter, more exciting, grabs your attention. Like if you look at Mr. Beast's video, like his thumbnails, there's like people he hires to like basically figure out which one is better. And they even do tests to see which ones like perform better. So definitely, and I think this really applies to everything, including Whatnot, because guess what? Whatnot is a live selling platform, but there's also thumbnails before the show starts. And I do see that like my eyes will automatically go towards something that is brighter, more like attention catching, depending on what they put on their thumbnail. So like thumbnails literally just matter. Like when they say don't judge a book by its cover, no, everybody judges a book by its cover. Okay. Like if a thumbnail looks really high quality, high content, I'm more likely to click that than somebody who's like me. Like if my thumbnail is like this, not if my thumbnail's like this, it looks low quality, low budget, cheaper, and you just are not as likely to click on it. And that is just, it's just that simple. So if you do want to make content, make sure your short and your long format videos have better thumbnails. And I'm saying this right now, even though I don't really follow my own rule, because sometimes I'm just lazy and I'll just post a video because I want to post it. Sometimes I just post a video because I want to post it. And I'm like, oh, it's not going to do that well. And I don't really have a great thumbnail and I don't have time to change it, but I still post it anyways. So that's like the passion part of me where I'm like, okay, whatever. But I am trying hard enough where I'm fitting into this niche where I'm doing this like 10 videos a day. And a lot of people say like, oh, it's not about the quality. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. I do believe that if your videos are very, very, very high quality. I think my videos are not high quality, but I try to make it exciting. Like even though they're short videos and they're games, I try to, if you watch any of them, they are very like, I try to be more energetic and like dramatic with it. Because you want to catch the attention. So you don't want to be boring when you're making like a short video, because you only have people's attention spans for like a couple seconds these days. And that's the same thing with like long videos and short formats. There's a hook. So usually within the first 3 seconds, if people are like bored, they're not going to keep watching. And that is just the tip from all bigger creators. So whether it's a short video or a long video, I do recommend that you guys try to make it interesting anyways, or funny, or like cause some type of an emotion in people. And then they'll maybe keep watching. So I do realize that, like, for a lot of the short videos, you just have to like put in the effort to grasp attention. Um, and that does work. And I personally do feel like my quantity has made a difference. But I do understand that there's some people who only post like once a week on YouTube, long format or whatever, and they still do really well and have like millions of subscribers. So, to each his own. For me, I do a lot. I post a lot. I've tested the waters. I used to actually be afraid that, like, oh my God, I'm posting like 10 to 15 videos that are short on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm like, oh my God, are they going to like red flag me or something? They did not. So if you want to do exactly what I do, it, it's fine. And I actually follow other people on TikTok that have like millions, like 20 million followers on TikTok that just also post like filter content, gaming content, and they post even more than me. There are people who are posting 20 something times a day, and I'm like, that's effort. So even though I feel like I put in a lot of effort, I don't think I put as much effort as there's always going to be someone out there that puts in more effort than you, honestly. So yeah, go hard or go home is what I believe in. I believe in going really hard at everything that I do. So yeah, the alts. I hope you guys took something away from my little talk, my TED talk about social media. And I don't know if, because everything I'm doing, by the way, is just like testing the waters, right? Like I also made a second channel because this channel has basically become a short video channel. Even though I do this every now and then, most of my views always gets pushed with the algorithm to the game short video under 60 seconds. So I also am curious. So I made a second channel, link down below, spam Masubi Boo Boo. Please go and follow it. And over there, I just refuse to post any short video. So I'm kind of testing out the waters. I'm curious if I could, first off, be monetized on that. And then secondly, only post long video content, not the short ones. And if it could ever grow like this one. And then also, there's a lot of things I'm curious about, but I just don't have time to do. I would love to create another TikTok account where it's just like totally different stuff. Like maybe I only do long format videos on TikTok and I'm only just talking to people every video over a minute. Like I wonder if and then that's still a niche, right? So I wonder if I stuck to that, like a different niche, would I grow as quickly as just doing game content like I am now? Lots of questions unanswered for now, but I really don't have the energy to start another TikTok. There comes a certain point in time where you can't add another thing to your plate, and I think I've hit it. Well, I think maybe I could add one more thing to my plate. I don't know what it is yet. Technically this is adding something to my plate because I'm already really tired and I should be doing eBay listings at this point in time, which I'm going to do right now, now that I shut off. But I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night or day, wherever you're watching this from. Love you guys. And I don't think I expressed that enough, but I really appreciate those of you guys that have supported me early on, and even the people who just recently started to watch my videos, because there's so many people on this planet you could be spending your precious time watching. So if you even hit a like on any of my videos, I want to say thank you. Take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water because it's hot out there. At least in California, it's really hot. And I will see you guys next time, okay? If you know anyone who wants to start social media, send them this video, or just let them know that I believe there will always be, and in the future, there'll be other apps, there'll be other platforms, whether it's sales or social content. There will always be someone telling you that it's too late, or yeah, it's too late. There's too many people in it. There's too much competition. You're not going to make it, blah, blah, blah. And I just don't buy it because I've already tried so many things. And I'm not doing that great, but I'm not doing that bad either. So it's really, I definitely am glad I didn't listen to people that were like, oh, it's never going to work, or too many people in it, so not going to make any money on eBay, or blah, 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 blah. When there's a will, there's a way. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.